All right, guys, 2016 Honda Accord. Let's get right to it. Get it on jack stands. Take off the negative battery clamp. All right. You don't want any sparkaroos down there, down by the starter when you take it off, you know. So yeah, you don't want to blow no fuses or anything like that. So keep the battery off. Let's crawl underneath this car. Got a new starter. It's a Honda starter too. Ordered it online. I'm good with that. Remember, guys, if you use me, I buy all local parts. Anything you buy online, it's up to you to get the correct part. I don't have a problem with that. Everybody wants to save some money from time to time, or all the time. Give me a discount. Give me a discount. Haven't even met me yet. Haven't even met me yet and already asking for a discount. You know how it is. People always asking for discounts. All right. All right, my car is secure. Okay, let's get under here, guys. I can show you right now. There's the starter is up there underneath the car, above the oil pan, and you got two 14mm bolts, one right there, and I got one on the top I gotta contend with. So let me get that one. Oh, I'll show you my tool setup. I got a 14mm wrench, and I got a swivel, and I got a long extension. It's pretty easy to get this bolt out like that. I'll show you my setup in a second, my tool setup. It's always important how you connect your tools together so you can get a good fit. I got it like this on the bottom bolt. Extension, so I have a little angle because you got to get past that axle too. And that's how I did that on the bottom bolts. All right, so I'll show you my tool setup. I got a 14mm wrench, and I got a swivel, and I got a long extension. It's pretty easy to get this bolt out like that. I'll show you my setup in a second, my tool setup. It's always important how you connect your tools together so you can get a good fit. I got it like this on the bottom bolt. Extension, so I have a little angle because you got to get past that axle too, and that's how I did that on the bottom bolts. All right, so get it out all the way. I'll show you a picture of the starter in a second. I can show you right now. There's the starter is up there underneath the car, above the oil pan, and you got two 14mm bolts, one right there, and I got one on the top I gotta contend with. So let me get that one. All right, guys, get your eyes ready. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at the top bolt. The top bolt you really can't see laying on the ground, right? But I'm gonna show you where it is. You can see my socket up there. Sorry about that. You can see my socket up there, and that's where it begins. It's not further down. It's a very long bolt. So the head of that bolt should be at the very end of the starter. You're gonna have to use some long extensions and grab it from over here by the tire. There it is, right there, guys. There's my ratchet. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, and that's how I broke it loose. Very long extensions. Yeah, you're gonna need at least a foot. You're gonna need at least a foot and a half of extension. They say this job is like 1.1 hours, if you're wondering. And so that means 30 minutes for a mechanic. It's going to take me a little bit longer. I had to set up the jack stands and stuff and make it safe. And this is the long bolt right here. See how long that is? It's about 7 inches, something like that. 8 inches. Yeah, it's a long one. If you put it in the top of the hole on the new starter, it's about like that. See, it's at the end of the starter. So yeah, I couldn't find it at first. I said, where in the hell is this bolt at? I'm trying to jam my extension down past the starter because I can't see, like a Ford F-150 or something. I couldn't feel anything. So I got my light and still couldn't see it, and yeah, and I finally found it. All right, 12 millimeter on this bolt underneath this rubber boot. Pull off, this is our battery cables, go straight to the battery. All right, now if you look up there, we got another clip. This is your relay, is your start wire from your ignition switch, or the relay, starter relay, and it should unplug, and it does. You just got to push the button right there, this piece right there, and it unplugs it. Now we get the starter out of there. Didn't mean to flip that back on my face, y'all. This tripod is just kind of loosey-goosey. All right, let me see if I can shake the starter. If you can shake a starter, and it makes noise, it's a bad starter. If you don't know how to do any testing, yeah, it's a bad starter. Yeah, it's a bad starter. I'm serious. That wasn't a joke. All right, so reverse order. Go ahead and get our connector in there and do it that way. That's easier. Put the main cable on first. Do not hook up the starter, the start wire first. It's going to be too tight, and you won't be able to pivot. You won't be able to pivot how you want to pivot. It's even awkward getting this connector in there. Truth be told. Got it. You heard it click. All right. So let's drop it back in the hole, and we should have a running Honda Accord again. All right, guys. Let me go and get this long bolt in there. Let me get the short bolt in first, so I can hold it in position, and then I'll get the long bolt in there. You guys don't need to see that, I don't think. Nah, you don't need to see that. You guys are smarter than that. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, it's a good idea to just leave the bolt, that bottom bolt you just installed, just leave it just a little bit loose, so you can, so that starter can move around a little bit, because you still haven't started this one. Once you start these bolts about 2 or 3 turns, then you can start tightening both the bolts down and snug it down. It's normal. That's how you do it on most things that you tighten up. You got to do this a little bit at a time. You don't tighten everything down or one at a time. Tight. You just start them all, and then you tighten, no matter what you do. So time for the long bolt. Hopefully I can find the hole. Yeah, hopefully I can find the hole. Hopefully I can find it. I'm talking about this hole up here, man. You guys. Yep. You guys aren't thinking right. But I think this is it. That's not it. All right, so let me look at the old starter, because apparently I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, well, it's just a little bitty hole. You know, a little bitty, it's way down there on the bottom. So I'm just gonna have to, you know, slowly fill for it. You know, hopefully I can get it in. It's kind of dark down there, or in there. It's kind of dark. Can't see. All right, so it's not funny, Hayes. It's not funny. It wasn't meant to be funny. Come on now. Don't act up. We're almost there. It wants to act up on me. It wants to act up. Yeah, I think I got it. I got lucky. I think I got lucky, guys. Yeah, I got it. I got it. They got a good life. They get to ride around with Hayes and ride around with their daddy and meet other dogs and run around. Trixie's so happy. Good boy, guys. Good job. I know. I see you, Trixie. Come on, let's go. All right, the Honda's done, guys. Let's start it up. All right, guys, here we go. All right, there we have it. Let's do it again. All right, we're good. We're good. Starter works. Now, if your car doesn't start, just to give you some basic tips, you want to check your battery cable. Hey, get over here, Slick. Check your battery cable. Make sure they're tight. Make sure there's no corrosion. If they're loose, you want to take them completely off, clean them, and then put it back on there. Because what happens is, Trixie, shut up. What happens is, where's my beeper? Do it again, and you're gonna get it. All right, so what happens is if they're loose, a little film a non-conductive film will, because all the heat, when a loose connection creates heat, and what it'll do, it'll cause a little film to go around the post and around the clamp, and your car won't start. It'll be like no lights in the dash kind of thing. So make sure those are tight, clean, no corrosion. You might want to tap on the starter just to verify that it's the starter. If you tap a starter and it starts up, you need a starter. And usually why tapping works is because when you tap it inside the solenoid, there's a bunch of coil wires, and sometimes they break and they're just the connection's not connected, and when you hit it, the vibration will get it connected again, and it'll crank up. So that's why hitting works. Like, subscribe, you guys. Be careful. Income tax time. Income tax time is coming around. Don't be throwing your money away and guessing on your car parts. I see it every single year, and I've been doing this for 16 years or 17, 18 years, and I see you guys doing it every year, spending hundreds, $1,000s to get a little $250 repair done. It's crazy. It's crazy because you get all these mechanics that aren't mechanics. Just because they know how to change a brake pad or a starter every 10 years doesn't make them a mechanic. It takes a lot of years to do this. Come on, man. Use your head. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for all the support over all the years, and I hear what you guys say about me, and I really appreciate those kind words. Yeah, I really do. That's pretty cool. Like, I hear a lot of times, if Hayes can't fix it, no one will fix it. I hear that a lot. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace. All right, guys, and this is what it looks like. So your cable's coming in like this. Just notice the position of the post, and here's your clip right there. Push the button, pull it out. As far as this right here, there's a hey, get over here, Slick. As far as that, there's a little clip, a little plow on the harness. You just push the button and pull it off the clip. All right, guys, I'm out here. It's Hayes Mobile Diagnostics, man. We're in Brandon, Mississippi. We're going to continue to try to make videos. I think our next video is going to be a 3800 motor. I think we're going to do a head job on that one. Hey guys, what's up? We got a 2005 Buick LeSabre. Let me start it up for you. Show you what we got. All right, all that noise is a spark plug busted off in the head. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take that cylinder head off. And yes, I know where I'm at. You know, this is not in my house, but I'm gonna get it knocked out as fast as possible here since I'm not at my own place. Yeah, it's loud. That's automatically a misfire. Let me shut it off. So what the plan is on this one is I plan on getting these heads. I'm just doing one head on this one. Pull that head off on the back of the motor and take it to the machine shop tomorrow sometime and then put it back together again. I don't know what you guys want to see. You want me to see just do the whole dang job or a step by step? On the other side. Let's get the alternator off of there. Let's do that now. Let's just start removing stuff. This is pretty basic stuff. I might not even do a video in here. Let's just do the job, man. Taking a video is going to take too long. You got to unplug everything, which I'll do that right now too. Mass airflow sensor, the idle air control, the TPS, all these plugs right here. Disconnect the injectors. Take this off of there. It just broke right off, crumbling. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the injectors off because I gotta get the rail off. Okay, I'm just tearing it down. All right, got the injectors unplugged. I'm working on getting this throttle body off if I have to. I don't know yet. It's been a minute since I did this one. I took the injector fuel rail bolts nuts out of there, or bolts out of there. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 3 and 4. So let me continue on. Let's get a good visual of it. Where the harnesses lie. It's pretty self-explanatory on this car. Get that alternator off. Yeah. I've already broken these little plastic things. Are so brittle, man. These hoses right here. I have some in my truck, but yeah, you figure something's gonna break. It's like 40 degrees outside too, and things break when it's a little bit chilly. So let's keep going. All right, before you're able to take the intake manifold off, after the injectors are out, you take all those 8mm and 10mm bolts out of it. You got this little bracket right here. You're gonna have to just get a screwdriver in there, just pry it a little bit, and you can take this thing off now. It should come out. It should come out of the hole now. This thing is disgusting. All right, intake manifold out with the throttle body. Here's some rat nests. Okay, we gotta do some cleaning. It's not a big deal. So let's go ahead and get on this side real quick. Let's get the alternator off. We're gonna strip this side completely down. Alternator, we're gonna get those pulleys off. We're gonna get the water pump off because we're also doing the water pump, thermostat, you name it, we're doing it. All right, alternator's pretty easy to remove. A couple bolts here, you know, make sure you disconnect the battery. Also gonna take out this piece right here, this bracket. There's like 3 bolts on here, and then it'll wiggle. But what's holding it on is gonna be these little elbows, these 90-degree elbows. We're right there, and there's another shorty on this side. So I'm just gonna use my, you're probably gonna have to replace them when you do the job. It's a good idea to replace it. I should have said that. But you know, I was pretty gentle. That was pretty gentle. All right. These are the heater hoses right here. That's why a little coolant's leaking out. Okay, so now I can start working on getting this cleared out, this area right here cleared out, and take off the valve cover. And then I'll take off the intake manifold here. The lower intake manifold, not the plenum. All right, we got some 13mm bolts on this bracket, like that. 13mm. I'm gonna put that up here with the two bolts. One longer, one shorter. One long and one short. I ran out of air. I was gonna blow this stuff out, but I ran out of air, guys. So I'm not gonna be able to do that right now. I need to though, because there's a lot of trash in here. I just got to be careful. I'm pretty far away from an electrical outlet. I'll try to get most of it out, but I'm just going to be careful because there's a lot of shit in there. Let me take off the valve cover. I got to take this bracket out too. I don't know. There's two bolts down here, I think, if I remember right, and they're 13mm. Yeah. Let me get that bracket out right here. All right, took off the thermostat housing right here. Put it to the side. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take out all these bolts around the intake manifold. There's a couple that are hidden, like in that hole and in that hole right over here. There's oil in it. You really can't see it, but I can see it. You can see it too, but yeah. Okay, we're about there. We have to take off the power steering pump. When I get there, take this off and then take the head bolts out of there, and we should be really close. I've only been on it about an hour, so we've been kicking ass. All right, short little bracket bolt. I don't remember this bolt, but it goes right here in front of the engine like that. It's a harness connector. Keep that over there with my intake bolts. All right, so let's finish up on this side over here. Maybe disconnect this bracket right here from the head. We can go ahead and remove our exhaust pipe. We're gonna go ahead and do that first, get the exhaust out of the way. Take this nut off right here, and maybe take it off right here as well. I don't have to take this off the bracket, that's fine. I can just leave it there. Yeah, let's do it. All right, after all that, man, I tried not to break any bolts on the exhaust, but yeah, one busted. One busted on that one right there. Damn it. I was so close. All right, well, shit. All right, not a problem. I got to go to the head shop anyway, so they can drill that out for me. I'll just pay the difference on that. I'll take care of that. Yeah, that head's going to the head shop anyway, so. All right, we're good. No worries. All right, two 15mm bolts coming out of this bracket. I'm gonna put these bolts right up here with the tubing, right there. I'm just documenting as I go. It's been a minute since I did a 3800 motor. It's pretty basic. I like doing the 3400 motors. I can do those blindfolded. This one I can't do blindfolded, but I almost can do it blind. All right, well, all I got to do right now is just take off these push rods and get to the bolts for the head and take the exhaust off down there. Two bolts down there, and after I take those two bolts off the exhaust, it's coming off. The head's coming off. Bolts, exhaust bolts. All right. head off. I mean, this intake off. There it is. All right, let's see if we can get. I don't have enough room to get that off. Are you serious? Yeah, it's kind of in the back. I can't really get my gun on it. I wanted to, but that ain't gonna work. All right, let me get my damn breaker bar. All right, I just got the vehicle in the air. I crawled underneath there, long extension, 15 millimeter with the swivel on it. Get up in there and take those bolts out. That 2 bolts that are holding on the exhaust pipe to the manifold back here. Right back there. So yeah, we got the bolts. As you see, it's disconnected. So now the head, I'm pulling the entire head off. I just got to get these bolts back in the back of the head by the spark plugs. And I think one of them is broken or something. I'll have to look at the video later because I can't see it right now. I'm just trying to find my bolts. So what I'm going to do for that situation, since I can't see back there, I'm going to go ahead and drop this thing down and put this jack underneath the back side of the transmission, and then I'm going to jack the engine up, and the engine's going to do that. It's going to tilt. It's going to help me out a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got a broken bolt. Right. I can feel it right there where my finger is. I think we got a broken bolt in there. I think there's one right here. Yeah, there's one right there somewhere, and there's a broken bolt. We should have another one over here in the back. 14 millimeter socket. Just to be clear, the bolt was never in there. I didn't break any bolts. I'm still taking out these manifold bolts so I can get the manifold off, so I can get the head up out of there. Well, the manifold, the reason I'm taking the bolts out, these bolts right here, right now, is because they're blocking my, so I can't get the bolts out. So that's why I'm doing it. They're blocking me, man. They're blocking me from completing my mission. Ugh. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, that's gonna be fun, guys. That is gonna be fun, putting that back in the hole, you know what I mean? So that means I can't put the manifold on and slide the head in there. No, I gotta torque the head down first, and then I gotta reach with this back, breaking all this bending. You know what I mean? Some of you guys know what I mean. It's a lot of bending. Put the head on first, torque them down, and then come around and try to keep that manifold up. I'm gonna have to get me a helper, I guess, to help me just to hold this in the right position. Maybe, I don't know. I'm dropping bolts. I'm just complaining. I'm sorry, but it sucks. Because, you know, normally these days I don't usually do engine replacements and transmissions anymore. I'm not doing that anymore, man. I'm gonna leave that to the guys that are coming up. I don't recommend it as a mobile mechanic anyways, to do all these engines and transmissions unless you're really super slow. You know what I mean? Then just go ahead and knock it out and build your name up. Build your name for yourself. It's a good idea. But yeah, I don't do it. I do a lot of testing and checking out stuff and diagnosis and things like that. You know, it pays better anyways. I can do 10 diagnostics, you know, 10 I can check out 10 cars in no time. And the engine's gonna take me a minute. You know, it's gonna take me, what, 2 days? Sometimes even 3 days. You know, you got to figure I'm mobile. I'm out here in the field. That means jack stands and setting up, and it's a lot to do a motor. Some motors, especially. So anyways, let me get these bolts out of here, guys. I got the manifold like this right now. I'm sorry, I did all that talking. I didn't show you shit. I mean, nothing. So I just lifted it up, disconnected it from the flange down there, and now I can get these bolts out over there. So yeah, now I got an okay shot to get it. Yeah, nice and easy, baby, right there. And I got a couple over there. Wait, is that bolt broke for real? Because I still can't see it. Yeah, there's got to be a broken bolt there. Or there's something right there. I don't know what that hole is yet. Feels like one now. It matches up to here, here, and here inside the head. So there's that one. So there should be one right. There should be one right here somewhere. There's a bolt there. Okay, maybe not. All right, guys. What I got going on is you see how I got that. This is the only way I could really get a good solid connection on that bolt. I didn't want to strip the head out, so I just got that long 6-inch extension, and I got it running through the crack of the manifold and going straight to the bolt. And I thought that would be good to show that. I thought it would be good to show that because when I do odd things or different kind of things, I like showing them on my videos. But yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I'm going to do probably these two over here, and maybe the third one back there, which I haven't even loosened yet. But anyways, if I run into any problems, I'll let you know. I think it's out. Oh, it ain't moving though. Oh my God. Oh no, that bolt's out. Unless I'm missing another head bolt somewhere. I don't know. There should be 8. I got 1, 2, 3 here. And I got one stuck in the head over there. It won't come out of the head. So it looks like I got, oh, hold up here. No, I got more. I have to do the, I started out with the inside a little bit. I want to start from the outside. I don't know, man. I just know the head's not off. Let me take these top bolts out, the front bolts. Gotta go back over there. Yeah, this is a little much. This rear head's a pain in the ass. I'll be the first to say it. I'll be the first to say it on video. It's not moving. Oh, shit. Alright, we're gonna get it. It might be a little stuck. Let me help it out a little bit. Ah, there it is. Alright, heads out. Now we're finally to the root reason why I'm pulling this head. I'm pulling this head because spark plug broke off in there. So I have to get that removed. Let's take a look at the underside. It looks like it's burning pretty good. It's got a little moisture on this one right here. I'm gonna have them check it anyways. Check the heads before we do anything else. And take the bolts out. And I also got to take the exhaust pipe up there so they can take out a broken bolt. And there's that broken bolt, that one we busted off earlier. So I gotta take that to the machine shop too, and have them do this for me. Yeah. So I'll take that to the machine shop and have them take care of that for me too, while I go on a couple mobile calls. Okay. I'll get that manifold. I'll get the manifold cleaned up and stuff while I'm out today. And what else do I have to do? I got all my parts already ready to go. Clean up my cylinder head a little bit. It's got some antifreeze in it. I did not drain the coolant from the radiator, so that's why you see that. But I just got to wipe it down. It's not a real big deal on that. All right, let me gather my tools up, man. Let's get on some calls. And yeah, I'm at the hotel. I'm at the hotel doing a head job in the hotel. Yeah, I'm a bad... I cleaned it already. All right, guys, let's get to it. Still got to prep out, get it cleaned up, and wipe down and all that kind of good stuff. And I'll take these heads to the machine shop. I'll let them do their thing, and then we'll come back maybe the day after tomorrow, because I still have appointments I got to get to. The day after tomorrow or so, sometime this weekend, and we'll go ahead and start putting it back together again. It's going to be a one-day process. Once I get on it, it's going to get done the same day. Okay, let's get it. All right, we're going to drop the heads off at I use man, what's the name of this company? I come here all the time. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, so let's get down the road. Let's get a mobile call done. So BMW, some brakes and some kind of noise he's getting out of the front end. So we're gonna go check it out. All right, we're at our next job. He'll be here shortly. I'm just got here before him. She was whining and stuff, trying to go outside. She had to go to the bathroom, so I had to stop. Whew, she drives me crazy sometimes, guys. So that's where we're at today. We got to go to a we're gonna go to Flowwood after this one, and we're gonna do some batteries. We're gonna go pick up some batteries for some kind of truck, a box truck. We're gonna replace 2 batteries, yeah, so we're staying busy. So we got the head over there, we got the manifold over there. It's another job. We got to go to another job over there. So it's going to be a good day, regardless. It's not a lot, but it's still a good day. Let's go, guys. All right, we're down here at Hometown Medical box truck. We got some batteries we're going to do on it. We got the 2 batteries in that box truck. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out. We did the BMW, checked it out. Had some noise coming out of the 2017 BMW. I said, sir, that's a rack and pinion, you know, that's $1,000 for a rack. But I didn't take the shielding off yet, so I'll do that when I do the brake job Thursday, and we'll tear it down and we'll see if it's a bushing or something that's making that rack do that, you know what I'm saying? So it's got some noise. I did some research on YouTube, and they did have a problem with some thrust bushings, thrust caps on that on the BMWs as far as making noise. So we'll look into that a little bit later. Got paid for that call and half a diagnosis just to cover my time. I'm gonna give some of that back to them on the labor. You always got to watch your time, mobile mechanics out here. You got to watch your time. Don't ride around for free, because it's not free. It's going to cost you one way or another if you don't pay attention to your billing hours, your billing time. All right. So on this one, I already checked that the batteries are toasted. I'm just trying to get these. All right, woo! Got the batteries done. Yeah, got the batteries done. I'm done for the day. We did a good job. We did a good thing. We did good stuff today. We did good stuff today. We made good money. Now we go have a good dinner. Now, if you're not self-employed by now, you guys got to make a move, guys. You got to make a move. It ain't gonna drop in your lap. You got to get out there and you got to take a chance. You got to be risky. You got to take risks, and you got to make it happen. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary, but it shouldn't be scary. I say that now because when I first made that decision, I'm gonna be self-employed. I'm not punching no more clocks. You know, when I made that decision, I wasn't scared. I just said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. There was, fear was before the fact. Before I made the decision. Oh man, I don't know if I can do it. But once you make that decision and you know you're all in, it's just, you just go with it. You go with it. Let the cards fall where they may, or wherever that saying is. Where they fall. So yeah, don't be scared. This is your life. It's the only one you got. You can work for the man for the rest of your life if you want to. Wait till you're 65 years old before you can take a retirement, and you'll probably be dead before 65, because that's why they put it at 65, because they know a majority of people are going to die before 65, and then keep all that money. Plain and simple. Yeah, you guys got to make a decision, because I'll tell you what I'm working on nowadays. She ain't gonna let me in. What I'm working on now is turning my 25, 30 hour a week into like a 15, 20 hour a week, and you know, let my money make and make money while I'm asleep. And I do that now, but I want to do better on that. So yeah, you can do it. So all these 40 hours of stressing people out, making people die early for all these hours and stress on the job, you can eliminate all that. You can ensure that you're going to live a little bit longer than 65 years old if you get off your ass right now. Be creative. I know, Trixie. Be creative and start something. I've been trying to get my family to get on a self-employment kick for 16, 18 years now. Well, at least 15 years now, and you know, you can't teach it to everybody. You got to have it within yourself, or you don't. You're a self-motivator, you can do it. If you want things to be dropped in your lap, it's not going to happen for you, more than likely. So, yeah, guys, I'm hoping the best for you. I've already got 3 or 4 or 5 guys with their own business right now, because I was there for them when they were thinking about it. You know, I gave them my perspective on things, the way I would do it, and then they created their own little thing to do it. You don't have to do things like everybody else, guys. You know, if you wanna open a fast food restaurant, man, you can deliver that shit with a drone if you want to. I mean, you don't have to do it like everybody else. That's the problem with, you know, when you're trying to start your own business, because you think you got to do it like everybody else, and you don't. This is your creation. This is your creation. You can do it any way you want to do it, as long as it makes sense to you and it's fair, and you think people are going to like that, because you would like it. You know, if you like it, they'll probably like it. You know, do some polls, something like that. I wish the best for all you guys. We're out of here. Peace. Good luck to you. What's up, guys? It's Hayes Mobile Diagnostics, man, in Brandon, Mississippi. It's almost income tax time. So what I do every year is I do rules and regulations day today. Okay, it's rules and regulations day today. I'm gonna tell you what I do and what I don't do, how I run my business, and I've been doing this for 16 years in Jackson, about 18 years self-employed. Okay, so I'll show you my truck here in a second. That way you can get the number and stuff. But rules and regulations, 2025, I'm no longer putting on customers' parts. Now, you might say, well, man, I want to save some money. You know, not saving any money. Well, you could be saving money, but I don't mark up parts. I shop at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I only put on O'Reilly's parts, lifetime parts. That's the only thing I do. I don't put 1 year parts on there. Just always lifetime parts. I've been doing this for a long time. So now, if they charge you, for instance, if they charge you $200 for a starter, that's what I'm going to charge you, $200 for a starter. Okay, I don't mark up the parts 10, 15, 25% like the shops do. I don't do that. I don't think it's fair. It's just what's the right way to do things. Now, I understand you want to save money, but going to the parts store is not how you save money, unless it's something that you need to get, that you have time to repair. You know, you got a week, you know, you want to get it done and you want to save some money. You got to go order that stuff on Rock Auto, Amazon, or something like that. And that's how you save money. I don't mind that. I respect that. But no more, if you buy parts locally, what I'm going to tell you on the phone, could you put a starter on for me? Could you put an alternator on? I'm going to say no. I only buy my own parts. Take that part back, get your money back. I buy the parts. I keep all your warranties safe. You'll get an invoice. You'll get an email. You'll always have your warranty. So it doesn't make sense to you doing all that ripping and running, trying to get your car fixed, and then you come back with the wrong part, because it happens a lot. That's one of the reasons I do it this way, is because I'm tired of you guys getting the wrong part. And if I get the wrong part and I'm on the job and I'm almost done, you got the wrong part, I'm charging you more, because I have to go run back to the parts store when I could have got it myself. You're right, you're wasting time. You're wasting my time, and my time is very valuable, as yours is. So no more getting your own parts locally. Online, sure. If you get the wrong part, if you order the wrong part online, I'm just going to pack my stuff up and go, and call me when you get the part in, the correct part in. And sometimes I might even help you order it online while I'm there with you. We just have to discuss that while I'm there with you, and while we're talking about how we're going to get your car fixed, and how's the cheapest way, or how soon do you need it done, and you know, we'll go through all that. I do have a $150 minimum. I don't like doing any guessing. So don't say, well, don't start saying, well, hey, you think it's a spark plug? You think it's that? I don't know what it is yet. We have to test it. Always test, never guess. So it's another way you can save money during income tax time. Don't do no guessing. Stop hiring mechanics that you know nothing about. The one that's got a bag of tools in the back of the car and don't have a scan tool or a test light or something like that. You know, some testing equipment. Maybe a little cheap scan tool would be helpful. Be careful who you hire. There's a couple of the guys on Google that I'm aware of that are asking for a deposit, you know, before they come out there, before you even meet them. They're asking for deposits on the phone, and they're not showing up. They're just keeping your money and they're gone. There's one guy named David in South Jackson. I think he's the automobile mechanic or something. His name is David. He's a good mechanic. Younger guy, really good mechanic. I think he's pretty honest. You got Reggie. He's more of an electronic guy. If you want their numbers, just comment below. Do I know any other guys? David is the only one that I recommend people to. He's the only mobile mechanic that I trust. And there's a new guy. I haven't met him yet. His name is Nick. I haven't met him yet, so I'm reserving to give his number right now until I meet him. And those are the only ones that I recommend these days. All the other ones that I used to know, they done burnt their bridge down, and I'm not supporting that crap no more. So you do it right. If you have step in a job and I find out, and I'm going to find out because since I've been here the longest and I'm the first mobile mechanic in this area, I'm the first that advertised, is what I'm saying, guys. Don't get it twisted. I'm the first that advertised. I was here so long that people were saying, I never heard of a mobile mechanic before. Yeah, those days. That's when I first started. I was new on the frontier. It was just me. And that's why when you would Google me, I would come up before Firestone, before Goodyear. I was number one for many years until I messed up my Google listing. Never mind all that. That's another story. So, yeah, rules and regulations, no buying your own parts unless you order online. $150 minimum. I come out there and do the testing. And what I normally do is I apply that $150 to the job. As long as it's not electrical, I have a $150 minimum because you're not going to waste my time. I'm not going to allow no one to waste my time. Come and check my car out, and you're not ready. You say, I don't have the money. I didn't know you had a $150 minimum. I thought this was free service. I thought this was free for you to come out, do free inspections. No, we don't do free inspections. I will apply that $150 to the job, but you're not going to spend no less than $150 if I get in my car, my truck, and I turn that key and I'm headed your way. And that is a win. That is a win. That ensures you don't get the wrong part. You replace the wrong part, which happens a lot. So much. And you're getting charged. Or you're telling the mechanic, come and change the alternator for me. And they come out there and they don't do no testing. And they just pop that part on that you requested. And it doesn't fix the problem. Happens a lot. 80% of the time. You just lost the labor. You just lost that $300 alternator you put on. So there's $500 you just burnt. It's gone. It's not coming back. And then you got to find another mechanic because he can't do any diagnosing to find the correct problem. So be careful, guys. It's income tax time. I know you guys got tons of money now. So you think. And you're out there just blowing it. Oh, get it done. Spit for it. I got the money. Money talks. And bullshit walks kind of shit. No, man. No. It's wrong. Change that shit. That's gonna mess you up. It's gonna take more money than you're saving. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's rules and regulations. If you got any questions, man, leave a comment below. Let me show you. Show you my truck so you know what you're looking for. Here's my number. It's Hayes Mobile Diagnostics. Yes, I have scan tools. I have programmers. I have oscilloscopes. I have borescopes. I have, coolant pressure testers. I have compression testers, leak down testers. I have all the diagnostic equipment on my truck. All right, guys, until next time, that's it. It's Hayes Mobile Diagnostics. Man, we're branded. We're also on YouTube. Hayes Mobile Auto Repair on YouTube. I'm out. Peace.